Hey, what is up? We are back again today with a new video, and today we have 3 mice to unbox for you guys today. So I thought I'd do this out before the year's ended. I've got 2 IFU mouses and 1 Akko mouse. It's going to be very interesting. But the first mouse that I want to unbox is this one right here. Now, all the craze has been about the modular mouses that's been recently tested by a lot of reviewers, but I'm here to tell you that there are some modular mouses out there that have been in the market for some time, and this is the first one. I'm getting my first look at it, but this one is by IFU, and from the first look of it you can see it looks more like a small to medium sized mouse, but this thing is modular, which means you can switch out the back. If I know how to do it, maybe I need to press a button. I have no idea how to do it, but I thought I was going to be able to do this in front of the camera first time, but unfortunately it's going to be a bit of a learning process for me. But yeah, I wanted to share it with you guys. That's what's inside the box. Looks like that's a longer trigger. Oh, that's interesting. I'm interested to know how I can switch that out. And this is a longer butt. So what does it say? It says push. Okay, let's push. Oh, I see. Push down and it comes off, and there's the dongle. By the way, this is called the G03 RGB wireless rechargeable. So very interesting. There, it's already a bigger mouse. Just by adding that back piece, it looks like it extends out a little bit further. And now how do we remove the finger triggers? I've got to read up a manual or something, I suppose. Let's have a look and see what's inside here. Maybe there's some instruction on how you would be able to remove. I see, there it goes. Lift that up. So let's try that. Remove the back piece first, and just squeeze that and lift it up. And we also have interchangeable switches, which means you can just lift it up and switch it out. Really interesting. So all the big drama about modular mouses, it looks like we already have modular mouses, or maybe this is the modular mouse at home. This is the at-home version of the modular mouse, a much cheaper, economical version of modular mice. I think the modular mouse that was being advertised recently, I don't know, I think they're going to be around the $200 mark, with like a lot of customizations, a lot of parts there. Wow, that is surprisingly solid actually. Okay, that was terrible, but now it is. Oh my god, this is actually working really well. The last time I had a mouse that did this, it was the Ponage, and it was not a good experience. Although the mouse wasn't itself terrible, it was a pretty good mouse, but it was loosey-goosey. It was a loose. Okay, this is now my size. I've switched it to the large clickers and the large back piece, and now it is a large mouse, and I like it. I've not swapped out the switches yet, but we'll put this aside because that is the IFU G03 modular mouse. So going into 2025, this is what I'm going to be testing for. This is the mouse that I'm going to be testing. I've got to remove that. I've got to remove the stickers that protect the PTFE feet. I actually declined this mouse the first time around because I thought it looks a little bit goofy. It doesn't look like a serious gaming mouse. But now that I have it in my hand, I've got to say, it is not what I expected. You know, if they did some color with the mouse, maybe made it something other than black, and then without any of the graphics, I think this would have been kind of like a breakthrough design. I don't hate it. In my hand, I do not hate this. Everything actually feels functional and comfortable and nice. It feels nice. It's just that it's not a really attractive color, and the graphics make it look cheap. But in my hand, I actually kind of like it. I am kind of surprised. So this is the G03. Let's move on to the next one. We'll go to a different brand first, which is the Akko. I actually requested for this mouse because it was so unique, and it's called the Fool. I don't know why, but this is a mouse. Let me pull up the information. This is called Lord of the Rings. No, it's not Lord of the Rings. It's Lord of the Mysteries because of those graphics. I think it's some kind of TV show, cartoon. I'm not sure. I don't even know how to open this box. I actually had got this mouse. Oh, oops! I'm gonna break the box. I actually got this mouse like a couple of days ago. How do I open this? God damn. Oh, I see. I actually got this mouse a couple of days ago, and I did not open it because I wanted to capture this moment on camera, and I have. And the unbox is nothing special, just some foam with some cover. I mean, they made an effort to make it look nice and presentable, and I suppose they did that, but it's nothing spectacular. Let's unveil the mouse and then put this away. This is the, again, Akko Lord of the Mysteries. Now what's special about this mouse is it is 8K, and I have to be honest, my first impression is it is actually quite pretty. Let's remove that. Black PTFE, not my thing. There's a puck here, and there's the receiver. This is an 8K mouse. Now Akko, as you know, make incredible keyboards. This is probably one of their first and only serious kind of gaming mouse, and I think previously they were making some mice, but it wasn't like anything spectacular. No one took them seriously. They were more like productivity, cute looking mice for kids, I suppose. But this is has a more serious tone to it. It's got that gaming vibe. It's got a theme. It's got some, I think this is kind of like maybe a sticker which they finished over with a coating of some sort. I don't feel like, oh, actually there is some kind of coating here that makes it grippy. Even this one, maybe this one doesn't have a coating, I'm not too sure, but it feels like it does. It does. Let me compare that with something that I know definitely has a coating. Yeah, I'm gonna say it has a coating, some kind of coating. Maybe on the IFU it's kind of mild, but on the Akko definitely feel some kind of coating. I'm curious about the weight. I haven't said anything about the mouse yet actually, but it's actually pretty nice. In the hand, it's kind of like a flatter final mouse kind of shape like the Noah, kind of a flatter but slimmer. The Noah is kind of wider, but I'm just comparing that to what's in front of me. But let's weigh this out. This is a 70 gram. I did feel it in my hand, 70 grams. So on the heavier side. This one might be heavier. Yep, it's 83, but it's modular. Again, I don't feel like it's super heavy. I don't feel like it's that heavy. But yeah, the Akko is an 8K 3395 mouse, and it's also tri-mode, which means you've got Bluetooth connectivity as well. Pretty cool looking. I like it because of the way it looks. Pretty unique, and I think this is the first time Akko is pretty serious about gaming mice, and this is it's an asymmetrical mouse, but it is ergonomic. Now it is a long mouse, so it does not feel like it is a small mouse. It is definitely for the medium to large hand. Let me pull up the G Pro. You can see lengthwise they're about the same. So this is a long mouse, but it is not as tall, I would imagine. Yeah, it is not as tall as a G Pro Superlight. It is flat like a final mouse, and it has very low triggers. The feeling of the mouse is actually pretty good. It's actually very nice for my large hand. It fits me very well. It feels like an elongated medium-sized mouse. You know, I think the medium-sized mouse, I've explained this to you guys before. I would say this is a 56mm grip. So let's measure it. Yep, that's exactly what it is, a 56mm grip. Wow, I actually like this shape. Damn, these cheap mouses are absolutely incredible. This one, $40 something, the IFU G03, $45, modular mouse, hot swappable switches. You can change the switches as well. You can change the blue shell pink dot switches as well. You can change the body because it's modular, $45. The Akko 8K 3395 is a $59.99 mouse, and I have to be honest, it feels great in the hand. But I've got one more mouse which is also an IFU, but I think this one is going to be pretty popular because it comes from a very popular shape. So let's pull it out and see what's inside. I mean, I know what's inside, but I haven't looked at it yet. So let's pull it out. And there we have it. This is actually a Thorn. This is an IFU. This is a G48. What is the name of this mouse? G18 is what they're calling it. I'm going to put it back in the box, put it aside, and talk about the mouse. This is a Thorn shape. If you're familiar with the Lamzu Thorn, this is almost a one-to-one copy. It's got a 3395 sensor with a Huano transparent green shell, white dot. And actually I have another mouse which is going to be exactly the same. Let me pull it up. It is the Ajazz 179. It is exactly the same. I think I'm going to venture to say that they come from the same factory. Let me just remove the stickers on the feet, and we'll see. Oh, very interesting. It looks like they're using the PTFE white feet, which is substantially, it's going to be a lot better than the black PTFE feet, because I think it's a different material. But let's see if the dongle is in here. It is. Let's remove that dongle. and let's weigh it out and see what we have in terms of weight. Tare should be a 60 gram. It is a 60 gram. And what's the age as? Is the dongle in here? Let's remove that dongle. Also a 60 gram mouse. So very interesting. It looks like these two mice stepped out from the same factory. I'm putting the dongle back so that I don't make sure I don't confuse these two mice. But the shape is identical, but the button placement is different. This one is sexier because of that angle, and with the same button, same switches, I suppose you call it, the Huano transparent green shell white dot. Ooh, the EFU feels just a bit nicer, just a bit nicer. Side buttons not so nice because it kind of feels loud and hollow. But take a look at the both. The one, this is the Ajax, and that's the EFU. On the EFU, the buttons look sexier just because of that angle. That's my opinion anyway. What do you think? Check it out. And I'm very interested in this mouse because, believe it or not, this mouse is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, $29. And this is a $33.95. $29. That is pretty amazing. But I think this does 8K as well. Let me pull out. Let's have a look at if there's any kind of an 8K dongle here. There's something in here. Oh, there's no 8K dongle. No. There's a dongle extender. There's some grips. There's some extra feet. But yeah, no 8K dongle in here. So let's just assume that there's no 8K available right now. But yeah, if you're interested in the Ajax 179 and it's too expensive for you, because I think this is 35 if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull it up. I'm sure I have a thumbnail with the price of the Ajax on it. I think I made a video about it. It is $29. So it's going to be the same price as the Ajax 179, the entry level Ajax. But this button placement actually looks kind of sexier in my opinion. Feels identical in the hand. They definitely come from the same factory because look at the base, it's the same base. But the clicks on the EFU is just a little bit nicer, even though they share the same switches. Yeah, anyway, that is the three mice that I have to play with. Modular EFU, which is very surprising because it's actually very nice and the build is very solid. Like I mentioned, the last one I tried was a Ponage and it was loosey goosey. This one, look, it's solid, it's stuck in there. I don't know how it will perform over time, but if it stays like this, it's actually pretty impressive. I don't know, but it's kind of ugly because of that, you know, that shape and then those printing, you know. Without those things, maybe they could have made this different colors. I don't know, man. They could have done something that make this have more special, I suppose. They could have done that. Where's the RGB light? How do you turn it on? Not getting anything, but we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out later. So we have the EFU G03, the EFU G18, which is a Thorn AJAS 179, and we have the Akko AG18 8K Lord of the Mysteries. And out of these three, the one that fits my hand best is this one, the Akko, because it's long, so it's like it's right in there. It's very nice. Anyway, that is the three mice that I have going into 2025, and for the end of 2024 I've got these three to do a roundup on, which is going to be the next video, which is the Sora Vexi, the V6 Skyrox, and the Noah Fine Max. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.